Hello and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to show you some of my fall palette, eyeshadow palette recommendations, some of the things that inspire me that I just think are beautiful for the fall. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you stay tuned. Welcome. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're returning, thank you so much for your continued love and support. Truly appreciate you. As you see, like I said, this is going to be the fall inspired 2021 eyeshadow palette, and I'm not going to give you a specific number because I just have a whole bunch that I like that inspire me, and I have so many palettes, so I'm just going to show you a lot of it's like formulas that I enjoy, and then if you can find a color story within that family, or if it's specifically ones that I'm just enjoying right now, new brands that I've discovered along the way. So yeah, so if you like the kind of content, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. That does really help my content and helps YouTube suggest me for other viewers, so truly appreciate your support in that. And then if you're not already subscribed, I'd love to have you join this little family here. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started because this might take a little while. So okay, so grab your drink. I've got my cold coffee here, so yes. I'm not really going to go in any particular order. I'm just kind of seeing the things I have here and talk about what I want to show you here as things that have inspired me. One here that has inspired me, and it's just one, I love the color story. I think it's just so pretty and the formula is really good. It's Juvia's Place, and it's affordable. This is the Nomad palette. It does not come with a mirror, but that artwork is just so pretty. But I think this is just beautiful for the fall. I love these like mustard colors. I mean, just reminds me of like changing leaves, like it's just so pretty. And then you've got a couple of metallics here, but again, this is pretty much like matte shadow heavy, so you can always just throw in some mattes, and then you have like a nice topper, or your metallic from another, single shadows or whatever, you could definitely pop those in as well. But I think this is just so pretty for fall, and I've had it for the last year or so and really need to dip into this some more, but it really inspires me for fall. I love those colors. A couple things that are newer to me. I did actually pick up the Natasha Retro palette. I was going to do a review on it, but then by the time I was able to get to it, there were so many other reviews on it, so I was like, forget it. Everybody's already seen all they can about it. So, but I think this is really pretty with those, the kind of pinky burgundy tones. I think this would be really pretty for like a very romantic fall look. Again, you can make it more of a light look. You can darken it up, and I just really enjoy Natasha. I mean, can you find other palettes for a lot less expensive with the same color story? Yes, of course. But I just love her formulas. I love the, cream to powder formula, different textured metallics, because I love texture. I love metallics. I love those different textures, and that just inspires me. So this is definitely a palette that I am enjoying. I will, again, as I have looks for some of these palettes, I will definitely insert them. I've definitely done a couple of looks with this palette, worn it a few times, have been really enjoying it. And again, I just love her formula, so I will definitely keep going back to Natasha. Just, just what it is. All right, another one I have here, a brand that I really love. It's just one of my favorites, is BH Cosmetics. I had to include something from them because I just love their eyeshadow formula so much. This one is beautiful in Barcelona, and again, I was trying to find something that was a little bit more like fall inspired, and this is one I thought of just with those deeper colors. You've got some, I think those blues would be really pretty to like, give a little extra color. You've got, some maroon, like darker tones in there. You've got this like burnt sienna, red orange color in there. I think it just has such a nice blend of like darker, like this would be like your dark, like fall inspired look. Like I think that would be so pretty, and I just love BH Cosmetics formula. For the price, they're one of my favorite drugstore brand, eyeshadow palette formulas. So definitely recommend that. Another one, my two top favorite eyeshadow brands from the drugstore. This is LA Girl. Now this is one that came out for like summer. It's Hey Vacay, But when you open this thing up and you look at these colors, I mean, tell me this does not just scream fall to you. Oranges, browns, some like, to me, this is like, says fall all the way. Now, like I said, I know the palette itself says something about vacation, and hey, why can't you take vacation in the fall? But I don't know, these tones in here, these like that, like, deep green, like I said, those kind of orangey colors there. I think this is so pretty, and this is beautiful for the fall. And again, LA Girl, don't play on these. I love them. I love their formula. One of my favorites at the drugstore, and for consistency too. And the metallics are just so, oh my God, they're just so foiled and just beautiful. So yeah, I love LA Girl. So definitely highly recommend those. Some that I was actually kind of surprised that I actually really like. Huda Beauty, I picked up. Now again, if you go to Sephora, you only find 3 palettes. You find this Jaguar one, and then there's like, I forget what the other 2 are, but Chameleon and Cheetah or something. Anyways, so they only show 3, but if you go to Huda Beauty, to the website itself, there's a 4th one. And I love this one. It's called Tiger. And if, you know, growing up, tigers were one of my favorite animals. So that I had to get this one just for that. But if you look inside here, I just think some of those colors are so beautiful for fall, like the yellows, and then that, I think, what is that, orange, and then you've got like a deeper reddish brown color in there. And then these, I have to say, she stepped it up with these palettes. I know some of her the ones like the Haze, I forget, whatever, were not as good, but these are actually really good quality. I really enjoy these. And I picked up the Jaguar. I didn't pick up the colorful ones because those just aren't my color story. But even this, I think for a smoky color story, you know what I mean, for a smoky fall look, I think this is beautiful. And I'm telling you, these metallics, and this is like almost a duochrome or like a multi sparkle topper shade in the middle there. It is so pretty. And I did a look with this one as well, so if I can find it, I will definitely insert that too. But I'm telling you, this formula, this recent one from Huda Beauty, I'm really enjoying those palettes. Now I probably won't pick up the colorful ones because it's just not my thing, but for those, I think they're so pretty. Let's see, what else do I have here that I'm really enjoying? I'm trying to pick up the ones that are like most, sorry, I've got a couple over here I'm gonna grab. Okay, so Sigma recently, or at least more recently, came out with these, and I don't know if they're brand new or what, but these 9-pan palettes. So I'm loving these Sigma palettes. So this green one here called Ivy is one of my favorites. To me, that is fall all the way, those green colors in there, and this is beautiful. I did a look with this. Oh my gosh, it was just gorgeous. I love this palette. This is probably my favorite of the 9-pans, personally. But yeah, so I will insert, but I did a look with that one. And even any of these other ones, I think you could definitely, ritzy, you know, again, you've got your neutrals, but a little bit warmer tone neutrals. I mean, that could definitely be fall. Spicy, definitely, with those warm tones. That could definitely be a fall palette. This one, maybe not as much. This one's hazy. But again, really pretty, like mauve-y, cool tones in there. Oh, so pretty. Fiery, that's definitely a fall-inspired one. So beautiful. That's some beautiful warm tone palettes. And then I have Rosy. Again, I mean, you've got your reds, you know, those kind of colors. So you could definitely make that work too, but that Ivy one is definitely my favorite. But those are beautiful for fall, so I definitely recommend those. Love Sigma. I have a couple of the big palettes too that I brought out just in case. I think I brought them out. Yeah. So I do have a couple of the bigger palettes too from Sigma that I brought out. I've got the Ambiance palette, which again, if you're really into neutrals and don't really want, you know, anything too, you know, colorful, that kind of thing, these are beautiful. Those warm tones in there. It's a gorgeous palette. Love this palette. I've been sleeping on Sigma. I don't know if they changed their formula or what, but ever since I bought the Quarter Rosa a year ago maybe, I've just really been into their shadows. And then you've got warm neutrals, which would be another great one for fall. Gorgeous colors for fall. So again, if you, depending on which, you have your big palettes, you have your small palettes, and they're all the same quality, all very good quality. So one I wanted to show you here, which was a new find for me and a very surprising, very enjoyable palette that I found, is NARS, and this is the Climax palette. Now I don't know if this is newer. I had trouble finding it. I think I finally found it at like Macy's or Nordstrom or something like that. But this palette, oh my gosh, and that is the look. I'll bring you a little bit closer, but that is the look I have on now. gorgeous. These metallics are just beautiful, and I'm not really that inspired by NARS, and then like the last palette I had from like a year and a half ago, I'm like never really have picked anything else up because I'm like, it's all right. But this, oh my gosh, they definitely, I don't know if they changed the formula, they stepped it up. This is a beautiful palette. It is $49, so it is one of the more expensive, you know, when you think of size and quantity, you know, what you're getting for your money. But if you're in the market, you like higher end products and you want to try and give NARS another chance, I highly recommend. I really love this palette. It is inspiring me. I keep wanting to reach for it. With all of the palettes I have, I keep wanting to reach for that one. So that tells you something. Again, some more from Natasha Denona. I do have the bronze one. This is obviously a great one for fall with all those bronze warm tones. Definitely love this palette. It's one of my favorites. I love these midi-sized palettes of hers. I think for the price point, I mean, you know, when you think about it, you're getting, you know, this many shades, 15 shades for $65 compared to this little 9-pan for $49. You know what I mean? So honestly, this is actually a better value, but I definitely still do love that, both of those palettes, and they both inspire me. So this next one here is the Too Faced Cinnamon Swirl. I did pick this up, you know. I haven't gotten much from Too Faced in the last year or so, but I do like their holiday palettes. I don't know, just something about it, this nostalgia of it, and just the packaging gets me every time. It does smell like cinnamon, but I think it's really pretty. I did do a look with this. I know it's kind of random that they throw this purple in there, but I think it is pretty. I think it does, you know, change things up a little bit, but perfect, obvious palette for fall. And then just wanted to show you quickly, if you don't have that one, you know, there's always the other ones that they brought out, but I have the Gingerbread Extra Spicy, which, you know, is one of the ones that doesn't have that purple in it, but a lot of pretty colors in there. So if you already have that one, you know, definitely. I have the Pumpkin Spice one, which I actually really enjoyed. I got this one last year, of course, and I really enjoyed that one and did quite a few looks with that. And then I have the Gingerbread Spice one, the you know, original Spice one. And then that one's really pretty too. So again, if you have any one of these, I just think, you know, it's just something about just the nostalgia, but I think they're all good quality. And not my favorite formula, but it's, you know, for what it is, I think it's not bad. Another one I want to talk about, again, LA Girl. I love their palettes. This one is a smaller one, so if you're not in the market or don't like the bigger palettes, this one is just a 9-pan palette, Keep It Playful, and this one is in Foreplay, which is their warmer tone. I have all three of them, and I think all three of them are really pretty, but this one I think just was the warmest tone and had, you know, just the most like fall vibes to me. So I think that's a great one as well. An oldie but goodie if you have, and you know, just again want to reach in, shop your stash kind of thing. I already have this. Anastasia, the Jackie Aina palette. I think this is beautiful for fall. I mean, those tones in there are just the darker tones. I think they're just beautiful. You've got your like burnt sienna colors. You've got dark, you know, brown, chocolate browns. You know, you've got some, you know, like I said, the purple tones in there. I think this is just a beautiful palette, good quality for fall. Another one, I know I talked about Juvia's Place. This one is I'm not as thrilled about it, but it is the bronzed. So if you like a little bit more colorful, you know what I mean? But it does have some of the, you know, you can get a nice, and that, you know, that orangey, I don't know, orangey yellow color there at the bottom there too is a really pretty fall color. But again, if you like their smaller palettes, again, I like their larger ones, but again, if you have this one, be a good one to reach for fall. Some less expensive ones that I have recently discovered that I'm really liking, and I showed you, or wait, no, I don't think I did show you Essence. All right, for smaller, more affordable palettes, I do have ones I recommend here. Essence, these little 6-pan palettes I think are really good. They really stepped up the quality for these. But I have the Dancing Green, which I did a look with this one. It's really pretty. I love those green tones. I think that's beautiful for fall. And then again, if you want a little bit more warmer, bronzy kind of colors, you got the Bronze This Way palette. Again, great little, I mean, for $3.90, I think they're $2.99 or $3.99, whatever. I mean, for the price, 6 shadows, you can't go wrong. Another one I've really been enjoying is Catrice 5 in a Box. This one is the warm spice look, and again, those warmer colors, I think that's perfect for fall. So again, if you have some of these smaller ones, I've got some of the Wet n Wild, the new little 5-pans. Sorry, these get really messy because of that tape and stuff they put on there. It's really sticky. But this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon. I have this one in, what's the color? Oh, this one's Go Commando. So I think this is really pretty for fall. again with those like brown and then like bronzy tones in there. I think that's really pretty. You've got this one, which is the Sundaze palette, and again, if you want a little bit cooler, so I had to be careful because one of the shadows came a little bit messed up, but again, if you want a little bit softer fall look, these have those really pretty orange and, you know, lighter brown colors in there, more orangey brown colors. And then this one I really, really like is called My Lucky Charm. So again, if you like greens, and again, I have to be careful because this one came a little bit messed up too. Sorry, it's a little dirty, but this one is really, really pretty for fall. You got your greens, you got like a bronzy, you know, copper kind of color there. Really, really pretty. I think that would be beautiful for fall. So you've got those. I want to show you some like indie brand choices because I feel like a lot of these are like, you know, your mainstream kind of makeup choices. And again, I guess, well, actually now I think Hip is now in also, so you can find them. Used to be just an indie brand, but this one's the Witchy Warms, which I've shown before. Their metallics are gorgeous. I think Hip is underrated. I love their formula, and I think that's a really good one for fall. I have Maybe Cosmetics, which is an indie brand, and these palettes are actually really well priced. I think they're like $24 a piece. This one's called Take Me to Los Angeles, and again, I just think the tones in here just scream fall. There's like bronzy tones, and then you know, if you want to, you know, make it a little bit brighter, you get that like orangey, bright orangey color in the center there, but I think that's a great choice for fall, and their metallics are really good too. I really, really enjoy their metallics. Oh, I did forget to mention Violet Voss. I have the Olive You Forever palette, which I think is a great one for fall too with those green tones. I think anything with like greens and oranges and those colors, so berry tones, those kind of things are like great for fall. So this is, I really like this. I really like Violet Voss. I don't hear a lot of people talk about them, I feel like, but I really like Violet Voss. Now again, some more of my indie brand choices. One that I've been loving forever is Sydney Grace. I did pick up the Sydney Grace x Tampralia collaboration. I got all three palettes. I did get them in the light version. And this one to me was the most like fall inspired one with the greens. You've got a like some deeper, like a almost plum purple there. And then you've got like this orangish color. I know it doesn't show up quite that way on camera, but then you got this like goldish kind of copper color there, but I think you could really get some pretty like fall looks from that. And I love Sydney Grace. I love the quality. That's like one of my favorite indie brands ever. And then, oh, I did forget to show the Sigma Untamed palette. I think this one's really pretty. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this one, but again, I think some of that green color, like some of these colors would be so, so pretty for fall, but I really enjoy the Sigma palette. So again, another option you have there for fall. Okay. Recently, Adept Cosmetics. They are another indie brand. They did another launch or another not re-release. What am I trying to say? I think they did another restock. That's what I'm trying to say, of their palettes. So I have the Ninhydrin. I love this one. I think out of all three, this is my favorite, but oh my gosh, look at those tones. But I just wanted to show you this because if you are looking for an indie brand to try and you love metallics, you love shine, you love that like, you know, textured kind of just in like multi-chromes, duochromes, those kind of things, you got to check out Adept Cosmetics. And I think these are like launch or restocking for the last time. So if you want to grab any of these, probably my least favorite is this newer one called Kodan. I'm not really into these colors here. But again, I think these other tones, some of these like this green here and this deeper color here, those are definitely like fall inspired looks. And then you have the Plain Jane, which is probably the least fall. These are more lighter tones, but again, just want to show you those real quick in case you're looking for indie brand, because they're like I said, restocking I think for the last time for some of these. So now is the time to pick them up if you're interested. And then the last, I think the last one I have here, sorry guys, I know this is a lot, but these are all the things that I have so many palettes, and these all inspire me for fall. I recently finally checked out Odin's Eye. Oh my gosh, and I ordered they just launched 3 new palettes, like collab palettes. Oh, gorgeous. So I did order all 3 of those, so you know, stay tuned. There'll be some coming out, you know, regarding those when I finally get them, and I'll do a review like with these as well, so it's kind of all together. But the Odin's Eye Soul Mane palette, this is a nice like neutral tone palette, but again, I think some of these, I know that lighter purple, probably not so fall color, but if you take that out and you look at the rest of the palette, definitely has some, you know, warm colors in there, bronzy, copper kind of colors that I think would be beautiful, like a lighter color, you know, lighter eye look for fall. You have Norns, the Norns palette. These palettes I love, oh my gosh. But again, this has some beautiful colors in there. This green in there, I love these. That kind of copper color there at the top. It's such a cool color. And some of these are like duochrome, multi-chrome colors. Oh my gosh, love it, beautiful. And then again, if you're more into neutral, you have the Alva eyeshadow palette, just the original Alva. And I love these tones. I did look with this palette as well, and it's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. But I think some of these with those like kind of berry tones, and you've got some, you know, copper tones in there, you know, just, and then you got this like yellow in here. It's kind of like a burnt yellow color, mustard color. So pretty. But yeah, oh, love all of these. So yeah, again, sorry, I know that was way more than just a couple palettes, but I had to show you all the things that inspire me, because I just couldn't leave them out, because yeah, I'd be doing them injustice. So hey guys, sorry, I just thought I'd throw this in here real quick. I cannot believe for my fall palette that I totally, sorry, my lighting's really bad. I'm in my closet right now. Yeah, I don't mind my little beauty stash right there, but yeah, I totally forgot to mention ColourPop's. It's a mood palette, oh my gosh, which I will throw in some looks, but I did multiple looks with this palette over, I think I've used almost every row in it, but maybe the blue, oh yeah, I think the blue's the only color story I haven't used, but I've done every other color story, I think, including the purple. And that middle, let me see if I can point it right there. This shadow right there, oh my gosh, the shadow is beautiful. It's like a duochrome, maybe multi, definitely duochrome, but it is gorgeous. So yeah, so I'm so glad I picked this up. I almost didn't, because I was like, I have so many palettes and I have whatever, but I ended up getting it for 25% off, and I'm so glad I got it. Yeah, it looks a lot like So Jaded collab with Kathleen Lights, but it's gorgeous. And I love the tones and I love the palette, so I'm so glad to have it. But yeah, this is definitely one I would recommend for fall. Sorry guys, just want to throw that in there, almost forgot. Okay, see you later, bye. Anyways, that's all I have for you today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below and turn on notifications. I do hope you have a wonderful day. Let me know if you have any suggestions or want to see any of these specifically, any other video suggestions, things you'd like to see. And a friend of mine here did ask about Charlotte Tilbury, so stay tuned. I will have that coming up. I just wanted to make sure I got these out since fall, and you know, but yeah, that'll be coming soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'll be doing Charlotte Tilbury, like my recommendation for, you know, like my top products and how I rank them, whatever, so definitely stay tuned. But I do hope you have a wonderful day, and hope to see you again soon. Bye! I am loving these. This green one here, I'm recording. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay, pretend that didn't happen. All right. Newer. Let's see where to go. Gingerbread, pumpkin. Where's the new one? Okay, I'll try to pretend I'm not an idiot. Okay. That was a lot. Okay, hope that video's not like 30 minutes long. Sorry guys. I know, they're getting long. They're getting long, sorry. Oh, and I have to tell you, back in the back here, I'm gonna turn you a little bit. But back here, you can't, I don't know if you can see it, but I have a candle. I have my Paris candle. Oh, it's here, I gotta get it for you. All right, so if you love coffee as much as I do and you want a candle recommendation, this is the Paris Cafe. Hopefully they still have it at Bath & Body Works, but oh my gosh, it is the coffee lover's dream. So yes. And if you would like to see a Bath & Body Works candle recommendation, like a couple of the ones that I picked up for the fall, I have tons still left over from the summer, so I only picked up a scant, like a few select ones for fall, but let me know and I can let you know those too. Okay, all right, thanks guys, see you later, bye.